coming your way is presented by EA Sports.
Welcome to
and
the
the
second
PGA
round.
Tour.
That's a lot of lava.
Hello again and welcome. Rich Thorder alongside my friend and colleague, New Zealand's own Frank Nobilo. And we're here in the South Pacific Ocean at a pirate's scavenger yard turned golf course. It's known as Treasure Island. Frank, out to score a treasure here today. What can you tell us about this amazing course?
Well, Rich, on the subject of scavengers, that's what you got to be on a golf course. You want the lowest possible score you can. You want to be an absolute miser when it comes to making bogeys. Few and far between. Golf course is certainly challenging. More than one way to often play some of the holes out here at Treasure Island. Look at the coastline, Buccaneers Bay, the volcano in the distance, and of course, pirates. Pirates, all to be seen.
Sakura really needs a good break today. With the second round coming up y'all's way, we're going to go 7 holes for this back 9. We got Wickwood. We're going in reverse order. In hello, we're off to our bad start already.
Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the
Winds
rough
are very
all
calm
day
today
long.
on the golf course. Very calm compared to yesterday. We have Miller, who's up to bat. That's a sand trap. Ooh, no,
Into
but
the
that's
thick
out.
stuff. That's a difficult lie.
I wouldn't feel too hurt about it. And here's Eslet, the one leading the charge in this tournament. And off to a great start. Off to a great start. Eslet is doing great so far in this tournament.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
We have Wickwood. I don't even know where you're aiming right now.
Good
Not a
recovery
bad
shot.
shot.
Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means.
Yeah, it was a little over
That
ambitious.
shot went nowhere. Let's see if this shot is any better coming from Tiffany. That looks like the water.
Never a pleasant moment, the drop after you've gone into the water, but here we are. Still going, and going the wrong way. This is the 5th shot after that previous one went into the drink. Not looking good, Frank.
Eslet
I think
just
it's wet.
hit
He
a
went for
water
a brief
shot.
swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is. Just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
Playing his 4th shot after the 3rd was wet.
Sakura has just hit a water
That ball
shot.
is lost in the water. This now the 4th shot after the last one was in the water.
Yeah, just somehow just get it on the green.
Extra stroke at it after going into the water.
Every golfer
Not
has
what you
officially
wanted
hit
to
a
hear,
water
but
shot.
this is the 5th shot
That
after
view
the
is
ball went into the
amazing.
water. Oh man, not a good shot at all.
It was wicked.
Now we got Miller up here. for bogey shot.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
We're already starting off with a bang with every golfer hitting it in the water. Except Eslet, who is safely up here. Eslet is definitely the king of the show for this. See how Woodward approaches this. Someone tell me where or why he hit it way over there? What is he doing?
Look out, that's headed to the galleries.
Well, that worked out-ish. Woodward is off to is not having a good tournament so far.
That is
one
a
hell of a putt, though.
country putt right there.
Up and over the ridge. That's a seagull.
Alright, here's Soccer for a bogey. That's short. Here is Miller for a double bogey. That's a miss. Whoa! Here's Eslet for a bogey. He is currently in the sand. I am so confused. He didn't even hit it in the water, and he's still managing to come close to where everyone else is at. Oh, that was close.
So, with that, 3 over par now for the round.
A triple bogey for Miller. A double bogey
2 over
for
for the
Soccer.
day.
And a triple bogey for Esler.
That hole certainly got the
Both
best.
scores from both
Triple
tournaments will
bogey.
be added up for this. And at the end of the video, I will put the scores and who placed where.
Frank, to me, this is the ultimate test of a gamer's ability. A par 5 like this, right in the middle of Buccaneer
Soccer has
Bay
a
with
plus
all
2
of
and is
these
currently
choices.
in.
This is something special.
It is. Forget the fairway on the left. Forget the one next to it, even the one short of it. Look at the 2 on the right.
For this
because
round,
those
Soccer
2
is
give
leading,
you a
but for the
chance to
tournament,
reach the
it's
par
still
5
not
too.
looking good.
In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker.
Wickwood is 100% stuck in last place right now. You have the wood and the power
That's
to
in the
hit on
fairway.
either side. My guess is you're hitting here for a better approach at the green. Here is Miller. That's Swerp to the
This one doesn't look
right.
good.
There's water over there.
Might need some wings just to clear this hazard.
Water.
That water is looking rather intimidating.
Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water.
Here's Estevet, who even with a +3 is still leading the charge.
All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
Well, given the choice, most players would rather play from the green grass versus the white sand.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try
Sure.
and take that much more out of that fairway bunker. Couldn't reach the green. It's a smart play.
That was a good shot.
Second shot.
Frank, you're in the business of analyzing golf shots.
I don't want to see that one again.
Headed for the bunker? That one is in the bunker. To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. A great roll right there. Just a
She
pure
has walked
stroke
off
right in the
with
heart.
a par.
Three
Wickwood
over for the day.
has walked off with a par. Looking like Miller's going to walk off with
Not her
another
best
bogey.
effort, walks away with a bogey.
And Esselet's walking off. Nope, a double bogey. This second round is doing a huge 180 on him today.
Well, no problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, this is why gamers love Treasure Island. Because of the challenge, because of holes like this.
There's always choices to be made. The biggest fairway, do you go for that? Do you go for the longest fairway? Do you go for the shortest fairway? All those choices, those fairways, they're just a little bit bigger than the size of a green. Once you find a fairway, there it is in the distance. That's the pot of gold.
Or do you drop your clubs and go to the beach and call it a day? I mean, this is some tough work out here.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, 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 rough.
In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
He'll need to be strong with this.
Oh, this is way offline.
He knew it right from the start. Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
So this is his fourth shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while.
Frank, we've all been there. You hit one in the water, you're down. How do you regroup?
You've got to start from scratch again. Everybody's going to hit bad shots. That's just the nature of the game. But compounding mistakes, that's the problem that you want to avoid.
So it's been a tough hole. Previous shot went into the water, took the drop. This now, the 6th shot. Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Has to regroup, playing his 5th shot after hitting it in the water.
It's not all lost. Once again, check the yardage.
Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back.
In the water, too bad. This is the 6th shot after that previous shot went into the water. Well, once you hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Well, no other way to say it, Frank. That's just an awful shot.
Bad.
Not a good hole of golf here. It is that time to pick up and move on. This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. Well done. Frank, the par 5 13th here at Treasure Island. I have to say, this makes the par 5 18th famous hole at Pebble Beach look like a walk in the park.
It certainly does. All the choices here, though, Rich, at the 13th, and, well, 13 is unlucky for some. The fairway for most is always down the right, but then if you hit your tee shot, then where do you go next? You go down the left on that little sliver of land. You go further down there in the nice big patch of green grass. That leaves you an easy 3rd shot. Perhaps maybe even try for 2 at this par 5 that measures close to 600 yards.
That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's got 5 minutes to find it.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Third shot, looking for a good one.
This is not going in the intended direction.
Might need GPS to find it.
That was terrible.
and not a good shot at all.
It was wicked.
Been a rocky round. They'll take it. That's a par. Nine over for the day. Finally in, but he is going to want to put that hole behind him quickly. Frank, the thing about Treasure Island is at any point a player could stop and consider just where they are, and if they're not where they need to be mentally, they could really be thrown off their game. And you're right at the base of a volcano here.
Well, it's a chance for your round to heat up, too.
Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, it's certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Second from an excellent lie. Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Second shot, good look at the green. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. And getting ready for the putt. Well, you almost lose count at this point. Safe to say, not under par. In fact, well over par. Shouldn't be a problem here. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Not her best effort, walks away with a bogey. She has this for par. Just trying to hang in there at 9 over for the round. Has it. Frank, now the climb begins here at the par 3 15th.
Up we'll go, that's for sure. The rather meager 145 yards is going to play much longer than that because of the steepness of the elevation. So you better club up, club accordingly. But there's a reward there. We're going to get closer and closer to the heat of Treasure Island.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Right at about 125 yards to where the hole is cut.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. On the way. This one has a chance, and he has it. Beautiful putt. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. Haven't seen that a whole lot today, but they'll take it, and they're at 8 over. Six over par on the round right now.